Hello everyone, Shadefire here, and today I'm taking a first impressions look at Starforge. Now this is one of those games that I bought when it first went into early access, because it looks somewhat promising as a sort of first-person survival, crafting, etc. sort of game. I messed around with it a little bit when it first came out, and then said, yeah, this is neat, but it needs more features, and I sort of left it and just sort of watched the updates as they came. But now it has been pushed from being alpha to being full release, despite, by all accounts, not being ready for that transition. It seems that the developers took a little too long on some of the features, and, well, now they kind of need the money, so they just shoved it into finished release without actually, putting in all the features they wanted to, because that worked so well for some other games. Anyhow, let's get into this and see what it consists of in its finished 1.0 release. We could join a game, there is multiplayer, but let's just start a game first to see what we can mess around with. Game mode, creative survival, let's just go with creative first. Let's do a seed. Vegetation, sure. Generate water plane, yes. Water height. I guess that would be the water level. Sure. This is all fine. Oh, damn it. Alright. Start. Alright, so here it is. And we've already got some sort of critter. Some sort of stegosaurus boar thing. Is that it? Is that the extent of our tutorial? Alright, what is all this shit? We got... Okay. I think this is a health syringe. Also, wow, what is wrong with my fingers? I can't tell if that's supposed to be dirt or I'm just some sort of disgusting mutation. Considerably less clothes than the last time I played this. Before, you actually started in like a sort of spacesuit, but it seems we're just starting in our boxers and we're absolutely filthy. We've also got this. Let's see what that does. Is that like a beacon so I can find my way back? What else we got? What? So, of course, this is a crafting survival game where you can destroy the terrain without using a Minecraft sort of system. More of a procedural destruction. And despite being like future tech, this drill is not very good. Oh. What? So I can shoot the stuff that we just drilled up back out, but it just sort of floats? apparently one of the systems that they removed that was in before but wasn't working, and they were supposed to put back in, is load-bearing mechanisms, i.e., you know, sort of like if you've played 7 Days to Die, the stability system, where certain blocks can only hold certain amounts of weight and other blocks around them, but it seems that dirt is just not affected by physics. What is this thing? Maybe I should have hovered over this stuff before... No, never mind. I guess it doesn't want to tell me what these things are. Okay, so that was a health injection. This is our armor, which I... Oh, okay, this is our crafting menu, even though it's our inventory. Okay, that's a little confusing, but okay. So we need fiber to make these clothes. You know, for a creative mode, it really doesn't seem to be very creative. Sonar probes, that's the other thing I threw. And a nav beacon. Alright. Drill, drill, drill. Spawn location bed, container, forging terminal, crafting table, I guess. Protective spire. Is that this thing? Or is that this thing? A refinery, a smelter, a wall light, and some guns. So I guess this is all the stuff we can make without the crafting table. Which is not very much. I like the little depth meter on the left there. What's this glowing thing I kept seeing? Some sort of bug. This is definitely new because when I first played this, there were no non-hostile monsters. Oh, I thought I disintegrated it. What do you got for me? So I picked up a plasma flare blueprint. Sure. Probably need something else for that. Let's go see what this thing is. Really like that noodly wiggle arm. Doesn't appear to be anything of importance. I know before you could spawn vehicles in creative. Oh, jeez. So we're some sort of horrible tubby mutant with a circle in his back. Because I guess we're supposed to be a clone or something. I'm noticing there's some rocks in the sky. I think that's supposed to be space that you can go up to, and there's like asteroids you can, you know, mine and build on and whatnot. But that seems a little low if you can see them with the naked eye from the surface. Now these things I remember because these are the things you had to defend in survival mode, I think. And these were also the things where you respawned. They don't seem to have weird alien babies in them anymore, though. I can't tell if that's a building right there or just a rock. Let's double check the controls and make sure I'm not missing something here, like, you know, the creative menu. Never mind, as you would expect from a completely finished game, there is no controls option, and you can't even look at the controls. That's exactly how I would expect that tree to fall. Starting to look like that was just a hill I was looking at. Jeez, what do I need to make that not shitty drill? Alright, I need a ridiculous amount of stuff is what I need. So is that what I have, or is that just a better version of the shitty thing I have? Okay, so you can fly. I'll use this. Oh, Jesus. That's exactly how I would expect no clipping to look. Oh, that's pretty great. Sure, just rip that rock out of the ground. Alright, so it's not quite no clip. You fly, but you do not die. So let's see if we can go up to space, take a look around. Look at that beautiful, randomly generated world. I mean, it doesn't really want you to look at it, but look at it. That, my friends, is the sign of a finished game. Or time-lapse, almost. That's what it looks like. Alright, select your nearest space rock. I guess we don't need a spacesuit to survive in the atmosphere. Or in the stratosphere, rather. Maybe a little weird that you still hear wind when you're this high up. Ta-da! Oh. Alright, I didn't die from slamming into this rock, I just almost died. Oh. Alright, so it looks like you can go out a decent distance, though I don't think you can really fly or anything. There is a space helicopter, but I don't know how to get one of those right now. Let's turn fly off, and let's take a jump back down to Earth. Yeah, see, you shouldn't be able to see, like, hills and shit on the ground from the place where there are asteroids. These asteroids should fall, basically, is what I'm saying. They should not be floating this close to the ground. Alright, leap of faith. Oh, I'm gonna hit the rock, aren't I? Yeah. Oh. Gotta wait for the world to generate. I don't know why it's generating the terrain, though, if we were already down here. It's not like we're in a new cube. And thus, we know what it's like to be Baumgartner now. Alright, so that is, I guess, the basics of what happens when you start. Oh, the world's having a meltdown. Okay. Let us try something else. Thankfully, it does have a server browser and doesn't just have direct IP connect, though it also has that if you want to, you know, do a fake LAN through Hamachi. Sure, let's join the official server in survival mode. Let's see what sort of nightmare occurs. Alright, looks like we have the same stuff that we did before. I wish I knew what that thing is. Alright, so there should be other people here. And I guess survival mode is now not surviving waves of enemies, it's just surviving. Now there's an enemy I recognize from the original release. That sort of horrible worm thing. Well, he knows the drill. I don't think this is working. I don't know how I'm still alive. Don't think you can get away from me. Actually, maybe you can. Where's he going? Oh, he's murdering a pig. And floating upside down. Okay. Since this is a finished game, I assume that's intended behavior. Kind of hoping we'd see some sign of other players existing. Maybe if I throw down one of these beacon things, we'll bring somebody to us. oil and sulfur-powered bullets. So I can't make a gun without iron ore. And I have no idea where to find iron ore, but I assume it would be underground. Oh, Jesus. I guess somebody decided to have lava at the bottom of their world. And whatever that white stuff is. Is that water and then lava under the water? This also used to be the game where when you were playing the wave-based survival, gun boxes would rain from the sky, and you could get like an 8-barreled gun that had so much recoil that if you shot straight down, you could fly away with it. Maybe this is not the best way to get iron. Take too long. I don't know what those shadows were. Okay, so we do have a food meter. It just doesn't go down very slow. It's the thing under our body there on the bottom right. And we just turn meat into clone food injections, I guess. So it seems that in their development process, the game has a much slower start now. You don't start with a gun, you don't start with armor, you don't start with a drill that isn't essentially just some sort of spear. There's really no indication that there's anyone even here. Unless they've just, you know, flown away. It's a shame, I was kind of hoping we'd see some ridiculous constructions or something. Let's try another server, see if we can sort of randomly find one that has something going on. I get a little bit of hope from that shotgun sound. Alright. That looks like somebody else's beacon, at least. Which means, at least 4 minutes ago, there was somebody up there. Hold on a sec. Why do we have a flashlight if we don't even have clothes? And like any game, any crafting survival game, where you can kill other players, there are people who try to shame other people for killing other players. But if we encounter anyone here, I'm going to try to murder the shit out of them. First, let's try to get to this beacon. The other thing I find strange is, where is the stuff we're picking up? Where does it go? Is it just this stuff? Well, I guess it is. It's just a really weird inventory because it's like, here's the stuff you have, here's the stuff you could have. Alright, with this fiber, should make some pants. Which makes us +1 melee resistant, in case somebody tries to drill us to death. Well, someone's getting murdered somewhere. Oh, the beacon ran out. What is that? Some sort of puffy glow tree. Is that red light moving? Yes. Sure, let's just throw one of these things. It's supposed to find us hostile players. Well, now that I've arrived, I still can't tell what this is. It just looks like a tree with a bunch of bubbles floating around it in midair. I thought I heard somebody else. I guess the drill has gotten tired of having sound. Alright, so I gathered up a bunch of stone. But I can't make anything out of stone, apparently, because I don't have a crafting thing. What do I need for that crafting thing? Sand and steel ingots, so we're not seeing one of those anytime soon. Again, I was really hoping we'd run into somebody here. Don't know what that sound is. I don't know if that's music or if that's some sort of sound. Alright, whatever that is, it's too tough for our ground pounder. I guess, from what I've seen here so far, this really reminds me of Planet Explorers, another game that's still in early access, as in is probably still going to get more development. But I believe the developer's word on this game was that it's only going to see more updates if they suddenly start making more sales. Which, at this point, probably means that there's not going to be any more updates, because I really doubt people are going to want to buy into a $20 finished, unfinished game. Oh, I see. You can actually select which material you're mining out of it. Or is that just the ones I'm going to shoot out? So what can I do with all that sulfur I just dug up? Probably nothing. Yeah, I guess sulfur's just for bullets. Well, that's no good to me. I keep thinking I'm hearing someone else. Maybe my footsteps are just echoing. Or someone's stealthily stalking after us. I don't know. To me, this really doesn't feel like a finished game. You know? Even just from the starting time here, it doesn't really seem like there's an immediate sense of what to do. So, oh shit. Oh. Well, I think that'll do it for Starforge. It doesn't seem so great. You know, maybe it could be fun in multiplayer or something. You know, if you want to buy it on sale. But I don't really think that this is worth $20, especially now that there's no, you know, promise of future updates. Is that a helicopter? We might have to delay the ending of this video if that's a helicopter. Sweet. Or is that a crashed helicopter? Because that would be less sweet. I mean, oh. I mean, this does appear to be a helicopter. Maybe I can't take it because it's someone else's. Or maybe it's destroyed, I don't know. I can shove it around though. Yeah, I guess I can't get in. I'm trying all the possible keys that would be get in. I heard a gunshot from really far away. Oh, do the animals have the same footstep falling sound as you? Because that would explain why I keep hearing that. If it's just animals falling off of small ledges. I love that I can just bounce shit off this helicopter. Alright. I think that really will do it for Starforge. And yeah, I mean, honestly, I can't believe that this is the final release compared to kind of the roadmap when they originally put this in early access. Of course, early access is always a gamble, and, you know, it's kind of a buyer use your discretion thing. Oh, here comes somebody sliding along. Let's see if he can get that helicopter going. Just leave a line of these things. Just to make him run back and forth. But yeah, this really doesn't feel like a finished game. It doesn't seem to have that much in it. I mean, obviously I don't have a helicopter or anything here. But I think this is just kind of a lost cause. Anyhow, I've been Shadefire, this is Starforge. It is available on Steam still for $20. And I'd say maybe look into other survival crafting games before this one. Anyhow, you folks take care.